What's her name?
Dahlia.
Okay, that's it. Go on.
Okay, so there's so many things I can say, but overall so one thing that hit me, a lot of things from my English class were coming back to me. A quote that our English teacher had told us, I think it's Charles Dickens, the sign of a good story, like for a writing piece is, he said, make them laugh, make them cry, make them wait. And I feel like your story did all three of those things. There were moments that were so grim and that really, made us cry, and then there were, and then others that made us laugh. It was hilarious. And even like the waiting thing, like I loved how at the beginning, you threw in like the name thing, and I remember I was like, did I miss the name? I was like, I feel like I didn't hear it, and then I was like, shoot, and I was like, we have to ask at the end. And then I love when stories do a loop, and how at the end, like it was like a loop from the beginning of what you started, and so there was just like, so definitely that quote came to mind. Another thing too that from my English class I remember we talked about is, for creative writing, like a good story to draw people in is use all the senses, and you did a really good job, I felt like, with like the curry, like the smell of like the sizzling onions and like those things, and then like when there were the sounds like Jeopardy, like, so it really helped to like draw us in. And just like the whole coming of age story, like it was really cool to witness. And like I was saying this to Alix, like on our way out, I was like, it's a sign of a good story when we were so drawn in, but like it was like I felt like when you were telling jokes, it felt like I knew the joke. I was like, oh yeah, like the inside joke is like, because you totally drew us in, It's like we were talking about it, we're like, oh yeah, like, our dad. I'm like, oh no, I don't even know. Or I was like, I feel like I have like an Indian past, because I was like, I felt like I was relating so much to it. Like it was just so like, and just like your acting too is just, you like all your characters. Like I know a question you've been asking, like, oh, what's your favorite character? Like I can't say, because you just, all of it. Like I feel like that's what made it so cool, is that all your impersonations were so wicked. Like,
they really feel like different characters. It really doesn't feel, in a way, it's so you. Like it comes out that this is really strongly felt and lived. And I think, like, I study film, but that's what always shocks me about theater, is like that lived portion of it's just so strong. And I gotta say that I have a favorite character, kind of, is your friend from India.
Yeah?
I think she's fascinating, like that way that she manages, or the way that you portray her. I don't know anymore what's the character, what's the person, they're all mixed up. And I don't know, the way that she finds that in her situation, that wisdom and that strength to guide you, who's in a completely different situation. I just found that a fascinating, nuanced character.
Thank you.
This Indian woman in a traditional setting, connecting with you, who's in a new, modern, completely different culture, and navigating similar problems, but very different. But
right.
I don't know, I found that really beautiful. I think that's my favorite part.
What's your name?
Sorry?
What's your name?
Alix.
Alex?
Yeah.